So, I have a little question for you. And that question is, do you even know what your own energy feels like? And now, if you'd asked me this question a couple of years ago, I'd have been like, of course. Just like a lot of the other questions I ask, which are trick questions. Um, because the majority of people do not know what their own energy feels like, just as I did not. And because as soon as think about it, as soon as you're born, you're immersed into the system, right? You already got somebody smacking you on the ass and getting poked with needles, stuff dropped in your eyeballs. And then you get to learn, you're getting thrown in school, told this, told that. So all these things are thrown at you right out the gate, right? So you're constantly being bombarded with all of these different things, all of this different energy, right? So you never knew what your own energy felt like besides birth, right? So if you never took the time to sit down and get rid of all of that which has been thrown onto you, you do not know what your own energy feels like. If you've never taken that time to do that, you don't know what your own energy feels like. So until I separated from um, all those people that I were attached to and all that I thought I knew, right? And I was in total isolation. That is when I knew what my own energy felt like, right? I started to feel um, um, my own energy, especially when I woke up in the mornings. I can be like, okay, okay. Then as time went along, okay, why did my energy jump just now? Why did this? Why did that? You start to question things. Then after a while, I understood what my own energy felt like, because what was the advantage to this? Now, especially being a man, as a man, I was taught, hey, don't worry about what you feel. You just keep going, put your head down. Basically, you just keep going until you die, basically. So you just basically taught as a man, your feelings don't matter, right? Now, what this does is I suppressed how I felt for my entire life, basically. I never knew what I truly felt. So, because I always suppressed it, right? Um, I said it didn't matter, right? But it does matter. So until I separated myself, then I was able to feel okay on those days where I wake up and all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, what is that? I could feel somebody projecting just different energies onto me: hate, anger, resentment, this and that. And you can feel these different energies because it's not yours. But as a man, when I was programmed to just keep going, you'd feel that stuff and you're just like, whatever, you just keep going. And now I'm carrying all these different energies, because this is what happens when you feel this energy and then you accept it. You'll be like, okay, I guess that's, oh dang, wow, I'm feeling sad now. Now you've grabbed that energy and you've claimed it. So when in turn somebody was just projecting that energy onto you, and you did not have to claim it. And if you don't claim it, it will fall off of you, right? And then it's going to go back to where it originated from. But what happened is, the majority of the time, is as a man, just claim it. Oh, I guess I'm not feeling blah 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 now. I guess this does that, and now I'm claiming all of these different energies when they were never mine. So once I understood what my energy felt like, I was able to, as soon as something was thrown onto me or somebody tried to um, siphon my energy, I was like, nah, that's not happening, because now I know what my energy feels like. So take the time to go within and sit with yourself, like in silence, in peace, not having a whole bunch of distractions going on. You putting all of this different stuff on social media, all this different music, all these different things, that is changing your vibration. That is putting different other people's energy into your energetic field. Everything that you intake through your senses is you're absorbing other energy. Think about it. If you listen to someone's music, that's their energy, right? If you're eating some food, that is energy. You're reading a book, and it's not, you didn't write that book. You're reading somebody else's energy. Everything is energy. So when have you sat with yourself? And basically, you need to sit long enough to know what your own energy feels like. If you're constantly bombarding your energetic field with other people's energy, you will never know what your own energy feels like. Think about it. If you, as soon as you wake up in the morning, you grab your phone. Now you're on social media and this, that, and the other. Then you go to work, you come home, you eat. You're constantly bombarding your field with other people's energy. You will never know what your energy feels like. So I ask you that question once again. Do you even know what your own energy feels like? So if you're asking me, what would I do? Isolation. As much as you can get. Isolate yourself so you can get down to your own core frequency, your energy. And then you go from there. And with that, I'm going to leave you right there. And as always, if you got anything out of this message, make sure you like, subscribe, and I will definitely check you in the next one.